Hi guys, welcome to another video. Now I know we're supposed to be in Barcelona today, but I'm going to shoehorn this video just in between these ones. I've got the oil change to do on the M3, and between you and me I can only really edit one video at once. My computer's pretty slow and old and terrible. So until I got into the Barcelona video, which is going to be a big old video, just want to get the oil change on the M3, do the video. Got the oil from Mick's Garage. The discount code still works. I need to remind you on this. My Danny DC2 discount code at Mick's Garage still works. Despite my hiatus in summer, the guys in Ireland are still on board to give us both sweet discounts. So yeah, I got some decent oil. So this is not just any oil, this is supercar oil. Wow. I know, right? For the supercars. And obviously, you know, we've got a supercar engine, so we need the supercar oils. There's a few other things that I want to do today as well. I noticed a slight knock on the car when I was driving the other day. Just when I turned really hard, I think it was coming off a roundabout or something like that. I just heard a knock, and it was a very similar sounding knock to the one when my engine mounts came loose, if you remember before the Nürburgring. So just want to get into the car, check those, and I also want to check my solid steering coupler to make sure the bolts are alright on that. Only because that's something that I've changed myself, and you know, the worst thing, if I was driving down the road and that coupler came loose, then I would immediately lose steering control, and that would be a very bad time for everyone involved. So check that. So we've got the oil change, a couple of things to check. Yeah, should be a nice, simple, easy video. Right guys, I'm going to use two things for this video, or two cameras for this video. I'm going to use you up here just for doing like talky stuff, and then when I'm actually under the car looking at stuff, I'm going to try and use my phone. And I've tried this before and I wasn't too happy with it previously, but I'm going to try it again. We'll persevere, because with the phone having the torch in the back right there next to the camera, and this obviously I'd have to hold a lamp and a torch, and it doesn't seem to work that well. So I'm going to try my phone, because you know, you pay enough for phones these days and they're meant to do all this kind of stuff pretty well, so we're going to try it. So my first task is to get the M3, the front of the M3 in the air. I'm going to use some wood just to drive onto so I can get the jack underneath, and then the M3s have got a front jacking point where you can then jack it up and then, you know, get the front in the air. The hole and the sumps at the back of the engine anyway for the drain, so you know, it just makes sense to jack it up the front. Now, I've been told that I'm losing my Yorkshire accent on these videos. The problem is I've got to try and speak in a manner that a lot of people can understand what I'm saying. So if you go back to my earlier videos, like way back when, you'll see that, you know, there's probably a bit more Yorkshire there, and then I've kind of developed my own accent, which is a lot of tosh and it's shite, but to keep the Yorkshire spirit moving, I think I'm just going to start wearing a flat cap. Sound? Right, I get some wood. I know what you're thinking, that amount of wood's not going to be enough, is it? But I don't know, we'll find out. Hopefully. I couldn't find any decent size of wood. I used to have a big bit, but it's fucking gone. Might have a slight problem here. Need more wood. Guess I'm cheating a little bit now. I can't remember how I used to do it. I swear I just used to use some wood, but it's not a big deal. Jack up the side slightly. So now with the side jacked up, then we should be able to get the front jacking point. With the car being lowered a bit, I'm guessing that's why I can't get to it, but I definitely used to have two bits of wood that I could use. It was perfect, but oh well. They're gone now. Someone stole my wood. Okay, that should do it. Do it. Got a little axle stand problem at the minute. So I've got 4 under the Integra. I've got my other 2 under the MR2. Got one rogue one here, but we might have to be brave today. I'll try and find another one. How's this for a bit of engineering? One of the lads at the unit's taken a Halford's axle stand, then welded a big circle plate on the bottom of it. It's more sturdy. And the best thing is, he left it in a place where I could see it. So, thanks a lot, Dan. Do this. Right, so I got the car jacked up. I'm going to switch now to the phone cam and we'll see how we get on. I want to try it and see if it works. Could be a nice little simple solution to showing you exactly what I'm doing. Problem with this big camera is it's proper poor in low light, and without spending about £2,000 there's nothing a lot I can do about that. So maybe this, with a bit of this, might be a nice cheap solution. Let's find out. Right, this oil change then, so we're on the phone now. I don't know if it's any good or not. What do we need? Well, we need oil obviously. M3 is like posh oil as well. 10W60. Castrol Edge is like the recommended oil by BMW, but you know, that's just sponsorship stuff. You know all that. Like a lot of people on the forums and stuff, if you don't use Castrol Edge, they get real moany. And then some people even say that Castrol Edge is shit and you need to use something else. But I think that's just going to be kind of any car club. There's always a favourite oil and whatever. Mix had this in stock, so that's what we've got. Supercar. They never told me it's a supercar one though. You know, gonna have some ponies after this. And then, of course, the filter, new gaskets, and some new seals as well. So the oil filter housing on the M3 is like a real nice metal one in the engine bay. Makes it real nice and easy. The only stuff that we're doing under the car is draining the oil, so let's do that first. Right, we're going under the car. Under the car. Now, BMW are nice, and I didn't realise at first, but you don't actually have to take this metal cover off, this metal plate, because if you come all the way in, see there's the front splash guard still on as well. So there's the drain bolt, and it's a 6mm Allen bolt, which is a bit of a pain in the ass because I've only got a 1/4" drive, but you know, we do what we can. Shouldn't be that tight anyway. Lefty loosey. No, that's right. Go left then. Whoops. Did that actually? Oh yeah, so it's come loose. Alright, let's see if I can take this out without dropping my phone or the socket in the oil. Sorry, I'm concentrating now. Come on. Oh, wait, there we go. Does look pretty black. Not been that long. Cool. Right, let's let that drain. Okay, whilst the oil is draining, we're going to do the oil filter, which is there. See it? Nice little metal thing. Ooh, nice. Engineering. Scotty Kilman will be happy, no plastic. That's just a 13mm bolt, but there's a little sensor we need to unplug first. It's the TPS sensor, I presume, or one of them. Put that to one side. So yeah, 13mm bolt, get the housing off, and then just change the filter. So this is one really long threaded bolt through the middle of it. There's the bolt removed. There's also a very slight little seal on the bottom of there, which I didn't change last time and I might not change this time, but we'll see. Right guys, in the interest of science, I'm going to change this little one here, because it should be easy enough to do. Just never did it last time. It's going to be easy this, ready? You focus. Need to get this behind, let's see. Easy job. Not fiddly at all. There we go, I've got it. No, I've not. No, I've split it in half now, so I've got to change it. Oh, you see that? Ooh. If a job's worth doing, it's worth doing right. So you can see the washer just there. That's new as well. So this oil filter kit came with 3 bits. 2 seals and 2 washers. So 1 washer for the sump and the rest for the oil filter housing. A little seal there, washer at the top, and then it's got a big O-ring around the top as well. The big boy. Ooh. I'm sure you have to change that as well. Fucking hell, wait there. So this one's in the lid. See. Don't know if I'm probably supposed to be wearing gloves, but Yorkshire. Got nice oiled rim. And last but not least, we have our new filter. Now, removing the old filter, I'd normally put it straight in the box and then just throw it as far as I can. So we'll try that. It's a messy job, but someone's got to do it. Yeah. Easy. Alright, so that's the filter change. Just bang these two back in, and then we can go downstairs. By which I mean underneath the car. Now it comes downstairs. It's a single story, this. It's not like Sergio's place in Barcelona. Did I mention I was in Barcelona yet? Pretty good that, you know. Right guys, I'm still under the car, and guess what? My engine mount was loose. That one. Where have you gone? That one in there. You see I've got two nuts on it now. Yeah, it's only slightly slack, like there's a little bit of play in it. So I'm thinking that was the noise that I could hear the other day. Like I say, it was in a slight knock. I only heard it once and it sounded exactly like the engine mounts. So come back, I've had to take that silver cover off, you know, the one that I wasn't taking off when I did the oil change. So in order to get to the engine mounts, I had to take that off. And there's just the nuts up there. So you can see I've double nutted it now, which is kind of a bit of a bodge, I guess, but I don't want these coming loose. So I'm confident now that my engine mounts are tight again, so hopefully I won't have this noise again. I'm just going to check the nuts on here, on the coupler, the solid billet aluminium one. I did put some Loctite on the bolts, I can see it. I can see the Loctite, so I definitely did put some on, but I just want to double check they're all good. Can't see any gaps, so it was a bit funny to install this. I've always been a bit worried about it, so I just want to check it. Right, so my engine mounts were loose, so this side was particularly, only slightly. Like, as soon as I put the socket on, you know, there was a bit of, you know, I could easily just tighten it up a little bit. So I'm not sure if this is a common E46 M3 thing. I've not had it before in any of my other BMWs, only ever this. So hopefully that slight knocking noise doesn't come back. I've put two nuts on now, so hopefully that double nuts it. I don't know if that actually works. There's probably some kind of like engineering theory about that where it'll probably make it worse. I imagine someone's going to tell me in the comments, but in my head now, that's double nutted, so it's double good. So it hopefully won't come off now. But yeah, never had that before. E46 M3 engine mounts coming loose, what's all that about? So that's done. Then I've just checked the steering coupler as well, that's all good. The only thing that's left to do now, I need to swap the tyres, so I'm going to swap the tyres from the rear onto the front. Now, as you can probably imagine, the rear tyres have worn a little bit faster than the front, so I'm just going to do that switcheroo just to make sure that the tyres are wearing out all even across all four axles. Would rather have a bit more grip on the back than the front. You know, I can understeer's fine, but obviously oversteer gets a bit sketchy. And if this track day next week is going to be about the weather what it's been this week, it's been pretty bad in England, you know, cold and wet. So you know, we'll see how we do. Maybe tyres won't be a big thing next week, but we'll see. I thought I'd just give you a quick update on the big boy camera so you can maybe see a bit better. The tyres off, front and rear. I'm just going to give the brakes a bleed. I've not put the oil in yet, but got that there to remind me. So yeah, I'm just going to get my easy bleeder out, connect it up to the master cylinder here, drop some fluid in there. Just want to give them a bleed, and the reason I'm bleeding them is when I was at the Nürburgring with the car, I absolutely destroyed the brakes on my first lap. Everything got really hot. Yeah, the brakes never felt kind of perfect since then. Like, the pedal feel was okay, but you know, it got better when they were warm. But you know, I just wanted to check really. God, those pads are probably half worn already. They were fucking expensive, but never mind. The tyres are off, so we've got the rear tyres on the left, you can see just there, and these are the front ones. Now it's nice to see they're wearing nice and evenly, you know, there's no adverse wear on either side. It's just that the rear ones have worn slightly more. There's probably only about 1 millimetre in it, to be fair, maybe 2 mil, but there's still loads of life on both the tyres, so happy with that. But I am going to put the rears on the front and the fronts on the rears. Right, I'm just on with bleeding the brakes now, so I've got my little tube to go around. I'm going to do all four corners because I've got all four wheels off me as well. I was just going to do the fronts, but I thought, while we're here, get everything rigged up on the easy bleeder. Shouldn't take long, shouldn't be hard. Yeah, so that's what I'm doing now. Just realised that I've not videoed anything for a little bit and I need to give updates and ting like that. Right, that's it, everything's done. So I've changed the wheels, changed the oil, give the brakes a bleed all 4 corners, fixed that engine mount that was loose, and checked the nuts on my coupler. The coupler nuts were sweet, no problems there. So yeah, just a few little jobs that I want to do prior to the track day next week. Hopefully now the car will be in sick health. I mean, everything else is pretty good. I changed all the transmission oils and stuff like that before I went to the Nürburgring. They shouldn't need changing again. You know, it's limited use on those. Yeah, so just a quick little video really, just working on the M3. Hope it's been good to watch it. I guess the main point of today's video was to kind of remind you about Mick's Garage, because now I'm, you know, back in the scene and that, back making these YouTube videos, and these guys are still supporting me along the way. A lot of people sell stickers and things like that on YouTube to try and, you know, get a bit of revenue on the side. And you know, Mick's Garage, I don't make anything from it, but you know, they help me out with parts, and you know, if it's kind of a way for you to support the channel as well, I guess. Right, so this video's been worth watching. Next video will be that Barcelona one. It's going to take so long to edit because I recorded loads of track action all day. I had 2 GoPros going in different cars, one in the Integra and one in the E92 M3. So yeah, I've got quite a lot of footage to try and put together into a nice, watchable, flowing video, and yeah, I'm looking forward to working on it. The only limitation really is my computer. My MacBook's like 5 years old now, so it's getting on a bit. It's only got 8 GB of RAM, so it struggles a little bit. So bear with me. Be working on that video next. Yeah, one to look forward to. There's a lot going on. It's probably going to be about half an hour long, but longer videos are all good and that. And we had a long video for a while, so love that. Okay, so hope you enjoyed this one, and the next video, Barcelona Super Lap. Right then, I'll see you after the auction.